Hello, everyone. Welcome in. It is Tuesday, October 20th, and we have officially reached the end of Unit 2. So we've gone over cells and how they divide and how those divisions can kind of go wrong and become cancerous. We've talked about all of our different body systems, or three of our different body systems, and how they kind of are all linked together a little bit. Today, you are going to start what in essence is the test for this unit. So instead of having a paper pencil test at the end of the unit, you are going to turn in this project, and this project will count for your test grade or in place of your test grade. And this is a 4-day, I think, is what we've built in, a 4-day project. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a lot of your effort, but it's a test grade. So be prepared, stay focused, stay working, and here we go. What do you have to do, right? That's always the question. Miss Love, what do I have to do? So the first thing we're going to do today in class, or if you're not with me today for whatever reason, you need to watch this Mayo Clinic PSA, because that is the project. You are going to create a public service announcement. Public service announcements have been quite popular for quite a while. It used to be the drink more milk, and they had all these. We had some posters in the cafeteria. I don't know if they're still there or not, but they had all these athletes drinking milk to get kids to drink their milk. We've seen it now during the pandemic where people are saying, stay safe, stay healthy, stay connected, make sure you're checking in on people, but make sure you are not with them. Okay, so we've seen a couple of those. What you are going to do is make a public service announcement about one particular type of cancer, and we've got a list, I'll show you here in a minute, and how that cancer affects the body, how we treat it, and how you might be able to prevent it. And you also have to tie it all the way back to mitosis and some evidence for how it was just mitosis that caused this cancer to happen. So here we go. Underneath our PSA video is your handout, in essence, what would have been a handout, but is now, just a slide on the PowerSchool. But be the change you wish to see in the world. That's a Gandhi quote. In order to make a change, you must be the change. So we are going to try and figure out how we can change this idea of cancer. So identify a cancer that is going to affect one of those three systems we've worked on. It could be digestive, it could be circulatory, or immune. And there are cancers that affect all three. You get to pick, and I've got a list. So pick one maybe you're interested in, or maybe one that relates to you, maybe one you haven't heard of, and just see what happens. I don't know. Such cancers include the esophageal cancer, pancreatic cancer, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. That one's a popular one. We've heard that one, I'm sure, thrown around on commercials. Hairy cell leukemia, and the list goes on and on. Choose a cancer that you would like to speak about and encourage others to make smart, healthy decisions to prevent. That's going to be the key, because you are going to be the voice behind the prevention of this cancer. Public service announcement. You will then create your public service announcement, your PSA, to address your issue. Your PSA can be in one of three forms, well, maybe four forms. It can be a poster, it can be an advertisement, so again, just kind of like a poster, just a different selling something maybe. You can do a radio commercial where you don't see your face, you just hear your voice. Or you can do a video if you so choose. And if you are going to do a video, we can help you get Screencastify onto your extensions if it's not already there. So you can create your video at home, here in school, if you're one of our hybrid learners. If you're a remote learner, most definitely you can still do the video, the commercials, and we'll help you get that attached to your laptop. But the requirements. So here we go. What has to be inside this public service announcement? you need the information on your cancer. So what's unique about that cancer? 5 facts. You're going to do some research. 5 unique characteristics about your cancer. What makes esophageal cancer special, if you want to think of it as special? The relationship between cancer and the mitosis, that cellular division. You have to have 4 pieces of evidence that relates mitosis to cancer. The third thing you need in there, you have to have 5 details about how your cancer affects your particular body system. So if I'm doing esophageal cancer, it's how does it affect my entire digestive tract? And you can spread out from there, not only how does it affect my my digestive tract, but how does it affect other systems as well. Okay, so it needs to be specific to the body system, but can include others. But you need 5 details about how it affects that particular body system. Okay. You should look at its prevention and its treatment. So 3 ways that we can prevent it. So is it caused by those risk factors we saw at the start, the smoking, the excessive drinking, excessive sun exposure? Is it a carcinogen? How are these being caused? So how can we prevent that? And then how do doctors treat your cancer? Most forms of treatment, remember, are surgery and that chemotherapy, radiation. But is there something that they're doing new? Okay, so look at treatment options. You could also probably put in some survival rates if you would like, because most of the time people with cancer want to know, what is my chance of survival? Overall, though, when you look at your public service announcement, whether it's a poster, an advertisement, whether you're doing a radio commercial or a video of your face presenting your project, it has to be grammar. You have to have good grammar, okay, so free of mistakes. And if it is written, it needs to be free of spelling errors as well. And we are going to be looking at that. All right, so we've talked about what you need to have in it. Here's the list of possible cancers that you could choose from. And it is broken down whether you want a digestive system, the immune system, or the circulatory system. And here is a list. I think there is about 15, 20 of them, well, there's more than 20 altogether, about 18 of them, okay, that you could choose from. If you have one that you're interested in, run it by myself or Miss Anderson before you say, yep, that's the one I'm doing. But you can pick one of these 20. And then down here is some possible sites that you could use to research. They should be all, if you can see, they're not Wikipedia. And Google is not a website. So no Wikipedia, and Google is not just a website. Google is a search engine. So use Google to lead you to one of these .orgs or .coms to get a viable research link. Okay, use good research skills, please. We do have a rubric here for you. So in the end, if you want to, we'll go over it at another day. I don't want to make this video too long, but you can see how you're going to be graded when it's all said and done. To help you stay organized, today, we for certain want you to pick your cancer. So which one of these 18 are you going to do? We would like to know what kind of project are you going to do? What's going to be your end result? So when you leave our room today, if you're hybrid, or once you get off Zoom with us today, if you're remote, we want you to have in mind what cancer and what project. That is going to help you pace and stay focused in the long run. If you are a remote only kid, I can't stress that enough, remote only kid, right here, number 5, complete the Google form or the Google link here. We want to know what you're going to do just so we can help check in with you. Our hybrid kids we'll see every other day, so that's fine. we can easily check in with them. But the remote kids are a little bit more difficult. We want to make sure you're staying on top of it. So fill in that form. Let us know what cancer you picked and what project you picked. Also, to help you out, here are some handouts. And again, our hybrid kids will have some handouts here available if you prefer pencil paper, especially with that research part. We created an outline for you to help guide you through. So you can do it on the computer if you would prefer, or we can get you a paper pencil copy. And please, remote learners, feel free to print that sucker out. You don't have to do it all online, but we did break it down for you, okay, into each of those segments and how many of those that you need in each segment. We tried to make it as easy as possible. So here's our prevention. Remember, you have to record 3 forms of prevention for your cancer, and there's a spot to list your 3 forms. We also have it so if you are doing the poster board or the advertisement, you're going to use that poster outline. It's going to help you lay out and organize your information. And if you are going to do the radio or the TV commercial or the radio ad or the TV segment, you could use the storyboard outline. We'll look at those a little bit later, but we are going to include those for you to look at. I know this was a lot of information to take into this setting. Pick a cancer, pick a project, start your research. That is today's goal, okay? We will come on tomorrow and review what's going on and tell you the next step. Have a good one.